Hey everybody, it has been a really long time since I posted, or at least here, I've been sort of doom scrolling elsewhere lately. I did have a few messages from folks asking how I'm doing, where I've been, and just checking in, and I just wanted to say that I really appreciated that. I'm okay, things are okay as can be expected. I have actually taken on some extra hours for work, some of them in the office, so I'm just not physically as present as I was before, for one. And then, also, yeah, I've just sort of been kind of definitely in the doom spiral. But I wanted to make sure folks know that I'm still around, still lurking. This is a digital community, and it is a community though. And I want to make sure that I'm here if I need to be the one to check in on someone. In my case, it's just sort of happenstance, and I just haven't really been feeling socials lately. But, we need to look out for one another, I think. That said, I figured I would come with a writing update and some pick-a-page today. I've been making pretty good progress on the next book in the Farodun Down series, the sequel. I don't know if it's really a sequel, is it? It's really just the next book, although it is sequentially the next one also. So, about 50,000 words in so far of a rough draft, and it's different in format from the first one because instead of just being one story, it's a collection of stories. This was always the plan. Jacking the format for the series from the way the Sherlock Holmes, the old Conan Doyle Sherlock Holmes books were released, which is, so novel, and then the collection of short stories and novel, collection of short stories. And I know that's not the exact order that they were necessarily released in, but that's sort of the end result. So this one has a little bit of a fractal thing going on. So the bookend episodes in this second book and the dead center one are going to be 3 novella-length episode stories, and they continue the main story arc from the first book, and then they are separated by, I haven't really decided how many yet. I was originally going to do 5. I might still, but somewhere between 3 and 5 short story length episodes in between them. But then I sort of lost steam on it. I haven't really written in, I guess, a few weeks now. Farodun Down isn't a space opera necessarily. I mean, I don't know what category it would go into. I feel like space opera is probably the closest one. But it does have pretty complicated socio-political machinations going on in the background of the story that we're following. They just don't really directly, they do directly impact it, but from Tight Limited Third, from Farodun's perspective, he doesn't necessarily see it that way. So the thing is, the sort of drivers in that fabricated world, we're talking about like allegory basically, and I kind of am starting to feel like the allegory just isn't up to the moment in reality anymore. I don't know if I'm up to the moment in reality anymore. So just a little bit out of juice, out of juice. But I do love this story. I still want to tell it. So I'm going to try to get back to writing it this week, I think. I'll put it this way. The things that I thought people would be like, whoa, that's real bad going on in the background of the story, like for the grown-ups reading the story who are like maybe noticing things that Farodun doesn't notice. Now I feel like they would say, oh yeah, that's not so bad though, not compared to what we've got going on. So I guess that's what I mean by I don't think that my allegory is up to the moment anymore. But maybe it doesn't have to be. I don't know. Anyhow, that's my writing update for now, because I just don't actually have anything else to say on it. But yeah, I think about 50,000 words. I think I'm not going to look up the exact number because what's the point right now? But that's somewhere between 30 and 40% done, probably closer to 30. I tend to start with more material and then it comes down in the end. But I would say probably close to about a third of the way in. Let's do some pick-a-page. What did I just So on to pick a page. And I don't know what I did with my notes. They're not here anymore. I had written them down. And then somewhere between the first take and this third one, I ate them. I don't know what happened to them. They're not here. But we're gonna do two. Stefgilmour, author, asked for page 76, which is actually a blank page. And then the page before would then be a picture, but it's a picture with no caption. So we're gonna go to the next page. We're gonna go to page 77, which is the first page in chapter 7. And then the other one was Stefgilmour, and Stefgilmour had asked for page 16, I think. It was either 16 or 18, but I'll know when we flip to it. Let's go to page 76, which is not 76, it's 77. Just for reference, the 76 is blank, and then this is the picture I've shared a lot in color, but there is no caption. Right. So, Stefgilmour, author, your line from page 77 is, what could he do? And then Stefgilmour, it was 18. Stefgilmour asked for page 18, and your line, I don't remember. I'm actually gonna change which line. This actually breaks up a quote from the page, but that's okay. Stefgilmour, your line is, "You're not that different." She cleared her throat. "You'll figure it out." So, I hope you guys liked your lines, and I'm sorry for the incredibly long video today, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.